Hey, and welcome to Daddy Mojo. It's the podcast where we'll talk about parenting, all-age comic books, toys, and more. Now, here's your host, Trey Burley.
Ask a kid to learn a foreign language and they'll sometimes look at you with squirrel bug eyes, but if you teach them bad words in a foreign language, they will understand it and repeat those words back to you the next day. This book is kind of for those kids, not because it teaches kids bad words in a foreign language, but because it does this. It teaches those kids the exception rather than the rule. Because if you teach kids the rule, they'll say, but what about this one or two instances that can happen every 1,000 times? I know, then you bang your head against the wall. How does chocolate taste on Everest? It starts by positing the question that kids will never ask because chocolate is chocolate, isn't it? Not unless you're on Mount Everest, then chocolate tastes totally different. We'll get to what it actually tastes like in a minute. But what this book does is it has 4 little erstwhile youth travelers who are going to the most extreme places on the planet, because the subtitle of this book is Earth's Most Extreme Places Through Sight, Sound, Smell, Touch, and Taste. And it does just that. Basically, it takes you to the darkest place on the planet. The deepest place. The darkest place is some cave in Russia. It takes about 3,000 feet of rope to get all the way down. I would never go there. Far too claustrophobic. The smelliest place on the planet. Granted, that's a little subjective, but I'm sure it's quite smelly due to the sulfuric acid. The other places, like the driest place, the highest place, of course, Everest. The most desolate place, I think that was the Outback. Even goes to space. Can people go to space? Something like that. But it does so by presenting things in a very obscure question and saying, can we? Should we? Because this is the exception. And if we go there, what's it going to be like? What's it going to smell like? What's it going to touch and feel like and all this other stuff? It gets kids to think in STEM-natured ways like that. It's almost like a Nat Geo Kids type of way of thinking, because the book is laid out into each destination having 4 pages. The first 2 pages are, hey, let's look at the area and figure out what's there. Why do we want to go there? What is interesting there in the first place? And then the second 2 pages in that little travelogue, if you will, says, okay, we're here. What's it going to smell like? What can we touch? If we eat something, what's it going to taste like? And other stuff. Like, I don't want to go to the world's smelliest place. I've been there. It's my son's room. It's really, you don't want to go there either. And the world's smelliest place in your world is probably your child's room also. So just go there and spray some Febreze. This is a book for reluctant learners. I'm going to say in grades 3 through 5. It is going to be that type of food, that type of literary food, that's going to be great for those papers that they have to start doing in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. And we've all seen papers like this that are just repetitive. This is going to be nonfiction paper stuff that's going to be different and out of the box. And it's going to maybe make those kids think about, wow, everything's not like my house. And if your child's room smells, that's probably a good thing. And the book is very engaging. The art is child-friendly, but not babyish. And the art is by Aaron Cushley. Book is by Alicia Stewart Sharp. And it is How Does Chocolate Taste on Everest? For the record, when you're about 23,000 feet up in the air, if you're on the top of Everest, your taste buds aren't going to work. And it's just going to taste like gunk. So don't take chocolate. It would also be a poor use of packing for your backpack or your Sherpa. How does chocolate taste on Everest?
Thanks for listening to Daddy Mojo. Be sure to tune in next time. For more information on any of the things we talked about today, just check out the website, daddymojo.net, or hit us up at Daddy Mojo on social media.